What's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. It is still Victory Monday, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about with the Seahawks. We've got a quick turnaround for this upcoming Thursday night game, but I do want to take one video here to discuss our division rivals because some things have happened with the Seahawks division rivals in the last 24 hours, and it definitely bears some discussion, even if at least part of it may not have a big impact on the Seahawks. And obviously, we have our own problems. Every team in the league has their own problems, but we do got to talk about this because this is fairly significant on both ends. Yesterday was not a great day for the division overall. The Niners did win, but they were playing the Cardinals. So in that game, one division rival pretty much had to win and one had to lose. And of course, the Rams were completely devastated by a massive blown lead, including 2 blocked field goals that prevented them from winning. So, I mean, that speaks for itself, right? I think that what happened to the Rams yesterday certainly feels like an injury, but there were some actual literal injuries happening to both the Cardinals and the 49ers in that game. And I want to talk about this for a little bit. This first one was obvious, right? Like, we knew. The moment you saw that James Conner injury yesterday, if you saw the video of it, you kind of knew he was done. But it was confirmed. I think it was confirmed as late as yesterday, but it was definitely confirmed today. James Conner, Cardinals starting running back, season-ending injury, will require surgery on his right ankle. It's a severe injury, so this could be a career ender. James Conner is an older player. I think he's like 30. And it's certainly a rough scene. I mean, this is the nature of playing running back in the NFL. It's hard to stay upright. It's hard to stay on the field. And personally, I like Trey Benson a lot. I think that he's a very intriguing running back prospect. For whatever reason, the Cardinals haven't really trusted to put him out there this season. Or even last season when he was there very much, it feels like. I feel like that there's a little bit more he can be doing. I don't know if this injury is going to drastically change the trajectory of the Cardinals season. It obviously reduces it some because if nothing else, you're losing depth. And clearly you're losing the guy that the team trusted more because he was the one who was out there more. But I like Trey Benson. I would not be shocked if Trey Benson goes out there and you end up getting almost everything that James Conner was giving you anyway. So I don't know if this is a completely devastating loss for the Cardinals, but it is certainly a loss, and it's also certainly tough for the guy that is James Conner, who has fought so hard. So that's a pretty big one, and that was one that we knew about yesterday. I talked about this a little bit in the post-game stream. I certainly heard about the James Conner injury as it happened, before it happened. Like, this one we've known about for almost a day as of me uploading this video. This next one, though, this one just came across my desk like less than 10 minutes ago. And this one is a surprise, and this one is a big one. 49ers Pro Bowl defensive end Nick Bosa has torn his ACL, and his season is over. It is a clean tear, so there is some good news there. But Bosa is going to need season-ending surgery. So his 2025 campaign already over. And that one, I mean, this Niners team is 3-0 and they have an easy schedule. That will be a tough one to come back from. Let's take 60 seconds. I'll tell you a little bit about Sleeper. Before I go any further into this, I want to tell you a little bit about my friends over at Sleeper. Have you heard about the Sleeper app? It is the best way to experience and connect over sports together with other users. It's a one-stop shop for all your sports needs. Go download the app now. You can celebrate and chat on games in real time with others. You can get the fastest scores, news, and alerts, all that right at your fingertips. And of course, you can play in fantasy leagues and win real money on picks contests. So you can enjoy sports the way they were meant to be, together. Download the #1 sports app today. And when you go, use promo code SBN, that is SBN, and you'll get up to $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. So check out Sleeper today. Don't forget promo code SBN. Welcome back. And yeah, the thing is, I knew Nick Bosa got hurt. I had heard that Bosa got hurt in the game yesterday, but I was not under the impression it was a serious injury. I didn't even think he was going to miss a game. As it turns out, he's missing a lot of them. And look, unlike James Conner, and no disrespect to James Conner, who is a good player, but is a player I think the Cardinals can replace with what they have, maybe a little bit better than people expect. Bosa is irreplaceable for that Niners defense. Like, think about that first game where the Seahawks offense obviously did not look good in week 1, but there was not a lot of pressure on Sam Darnold in that game, and the little bit of pressure that the Niners got largely came from Nick Bosa. Without him, you've got Huff. Huff is okay, but then you've got Mykel Williams, who is 21 years old and extremely raw. You have Gross-Matos, who is whatever. And then you've got a bunch of interior defensive linemen that are either inexperienced or career journeymen. There is not a lot to speak of on this 49ers team that you're going to be all that enthused about as a fan. There is not a lot they have that can replace a guy like a Nick Bosa. So this is a big one. And look, the Niners can still, honestly, if you look at that schedule, they might win 15 games this year. And they could do that without Nick Bosa. I'm not saying they can't. They're well coached. They have a knack for winning close games at the end. I'm not taking anything away from the season that team is likely to have. But when they get to the playoffs and they have to play good teams, when they get to the point where they have to start playing even a team like Philly, teams like the Rams, teams like the Packers, it's getting harder and harder to believe they're going to be able to hold up, because this defense, they have very little in the pass rush department now. They didn't have a lot with Bosa, honestly. They were leaning heavily on Bosa. There is not a lot going on here behind him, and now they are completely dependent on Mykel Williams having a against all odds monster rookie year. That I was a huge Mykel Williams fan. I like that guy a lot. I did not think he had it in him to be a great rookie because he was so raw, but now that's what you're going to need. So the Niners, they can't catch a break with these injuries, it feels like. They find a way to win anyway, and I'm sure they're going to continue to win games this year. But they cannot catch a break. So big news in the NFC West this week. Bosa out for the year. James Conner out for the year. And let me know what you guys think down below. Obviously, this has to change things at least somewhat. I don't think Conner changes things radically. I think that there are some things the Cardinals can do to mitigate this. But there's no mitigating losing Bosa. If you're the Niners, you almost want to jump on the phone and see if you can trade for a good pass rusher before the deadline. You've got plenty of time to do it, but there's definitely going to be a part of the Niners brain trust that is like, we need to get somebody. This is not tenable. All right. See you guys later. Go Hawks. And everybody have a good rest of your day. More videos coming soon, but definitely wanted to talk about this for at least a few minutes.